But yeah, that guy called a rather large re-raise for about a third of his stack with nothing but a gut shot, really. I mean, you can't just assume that your ace is good. It was there. He had 7 outs, but yeah, also I would recommend just don't even chat. Don't chat if anyone says anything to you. You know, don't say anything. I mean, not only are you wasting time and wasting concentration, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to shove over the top here. He raised to 140. I've only got 960 left. There's no reason to try to get in between, and I don't want anybody to get in between here if I just raise like 300. So we'll just put the rest of it in. And hopefully he's got a pair or ace king. We can get it all in here and hopefully double up. But don't even bother to chat. Whenever I play, I always have my observer chat off even. I don't even want, I mean, I look at it this way. If you're not like playing, if you're not playing for chips at my table, he's got obviously 2 outs. And I'll take it. Obviously the exception is somebody says nice hand or something like that. I don't mind typing in. What has he got? Oh, shut up. It's kind of difficult to tell how big the pot is sometimes, but okay. I don't know why you're telling me. Yeah, I can see my muck is on. I don't need you to. But yeah, going back to the observer chat, I have my observer chat off. I always have had my observer chat off. I look at it this way. If you're not sitting at the table with chips playing me in a game, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have anything to do with you if you're not sitting at my table. I think it's silly. And anyone who's made a lot of final tables knows that on final tables specifically, it gets stupid. I mean, I've made final tables where, like, I made a final table on a Sunday major on full tilt, and it was just non-stop scrolling observer chat. It just non-stop scrolling observer chat. Like, literally 30 to 40 people just talking non-stop in observer chat, and it was just scrolling non-stop, and it was just all garbage. And like, I think that was the first tournament I ever really turned observer chat off and then left it off, because I was trying to like talk to somebody who was actually at the table, and we couldn't talk without turning observer chat off because it was scrolling so fast. So I mean, yeah, I got no interest to see what the railbirds say. You know, if it's somebody who knows me in real life and they're on the site, they can send me an email. They know how to get a hold of me. I'm not worried about missing that. I could care less what the observers say. I don't waste my time looking at observer chat. I got it off. Bleh. 40, huh? No. 3 opponents. Flop middle pair. You got no kicker. There's a flush draw possible. You got 3 opponents. One of which is in here pretty early position. I'd say there's a pretty decent chance he's got a king. And I'm not going to chip in the rest of my chips here, just hoping that he doesn't. Yeah. I'd expect this guy to have a king most of the time. I mean, hell, he might have a king too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't expect anyone to really run any bluffs or anything on this side. I can't imagine. I mean, I can't imagine trying to bluff anybody. Wow, he raised all in there on the river with nothing but top pair and a 9 kicker. See, I mean, that would never fly in a real money. I mean, that would never fly in real money. Because I mean, if that guy bet on the river there with the king, he's probably got you beat, and there's nothing he can call with that is worse than king and a 9 kicker. There just isn't. So I don't like that raise on the river. I mean, even 120. Jack 8. Jack 10 suited. I love it. Oh, really? He's just going to raise all in, huh? I'm going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt here. I got no real investment here. I mean, I love to play Jack 10 suited, but it's a hand you want to see a flop with, not play all in pre-flop. I'm sure most of you watching this video would know that. And I mean, that... and in case you're wondering, playing on a subscription-based site, your play shouldn't change much. I would think that your pre-flop calling standards of all-ins might loosen up a little bit, considering. But as far as like your regular play goes, I don't see any reason to change your play. I mean, you play exactly the same, and you're going to be exploiting people more. Because no one's, you know, everybody's used to playing against worse players than you most of the time. Yeah, you know what? Let's see, what is it, 200? I'm just going to bet 140 here and hope he doesn't have a queen. If he doesn't, I'll probably take it down and we'll move on. Okay, I'm done with the hand. Not only is that a straight card, but it's a flush card, and he called for no reason on the flop, so we're going to check here and see what he does. I might have the best hand with a check behind. That queen doesn't hurt me at all. He either had me beat, or I got the best hand. Obviously. Now the question is, do I call like a bluff of some kind on the river? 450, that's probably not a bluff. Might have been scared of the heart. He might have been scared of the heart on the turn. He might have had a queen and got scared of the heart on the turn, but now he's pretty sure he has the best hand. And there's no reason to call. I don't think there's any chance of being bluffed out there, really. I mean, if you would have bet like 100, it would have looked like a really weak post-oak bluff, as we call it. No, with the standard, it's a pretty standard bet on the river. Yeah. That bet actually makes me think that he probably had a queen. Checked on the turn, he was afraid of the hearts, afraid of the straight draw, but when the queen hit the river, he was beating a lot more of my hands in my range, so, you know, betting with the intention of maybe folding to a raise. I know, that's giving that guy a lot of credit. But yeah, I would say a queen. I can't see him betting. Or maybe he checked behind when he had a flush. I've got an ace king. Awful. What is that, 180? Okay. It's kind of hard to tell what the bet amounts are. There we go. You can just highlight over them, I guess. I've got an ace king a lot on that table. A lot. I don't think I flopped anything with it at all. Yeah, that's not even gonna... I mean, you know, at some point, people have to stop, like, flopping queens. Because it seems like every time I have ace king, someone's got a queen. There we go.